every character in Smash Bros. Has the universal moves such as moving, jumping, dodge, and more. Along with this comes a certain amount of moves. There's your typical ones like special in all 4 directions, attacking in the air, smash attacks on the ground, and tilt attacks in all 4 directions. And sometimes some special attacks are thrown in. Then, in the case of characters like Ken and Ryu, you can alter these moves by doing special command inputs. And in the case of Terry, you can't do some of these moves without doing the command inputs at all. It really got me thinking about the idea of the rest of the cast being given special moves, kind of in the sense that Terry has. Do a command input and be given a different move. So I had some ideas for characters and what could be added to them for fun. So I have my friend Bloops here to help me, because they also had the same idea.
Hello, I had this idea too.
Bloops makes videos of very high quality, so please give them your attention and subscribership over on their channel.
Or die!
Yeah, that. Essentially, the rules for this will go as follows. 1. This is a new, extra move, so an old move will not be reworked or removed. 2. The move must be on par with the character's design. 3. A previously removed move will not be reused. Sorry, Snake. Miss your down smash, but, you know. 4. That's it. There's only 3 rules.
Rule 5.
So for the first new move idea, I wanted to look at Link. Specifically this one. I actually made a video about this character a long while ago. Nobody watched it. I want Link to be allowed to use the glider as one of his moves. No, it doesn't attack. No, it doesn't have any offense, but I figure if you're gonna go with the Breath of the Wild design, why stop at just the design? Give him some moves. The glider is one of the most used items in Breath of the Wild, so the fact that the only reference to it in Smash is this dude flying by is kind of insulting to me. Imagine instead of using the exact same recovery for 5 games in a row on 3 different Links, it was different. Crazy, I know. So instead of getting knocked all the way over there, dropping low, then using up B, you press this command input and pull out a glider for some smooth sailing. I think it's something simple, but important enough to matter, and really give a difference between this version of Link and everything else we've played since the 90s. Speaking of making things different from other versions, let's talk about Young Link. Give him masks. Like 5 of them or something. It's basically Monado arts, but he puts on masks. Inputting a command input will pull out a mask on a rotation, and pressing the input again will let you use the mask's ability. I was thinking he could get the bunny hood to run around faster, Goron mask to let him roll around in a ball, kinda like Sonic, blast mask for a bigger bomb effect rather than just pulling one out, which would also give damage to Link, Deku mask to let him shoot a projectile, and the Great Fairy mask for minor healing. This would make Young Link much different than just a faster version of Link with minor differences, and it would allow for more dynamic gameplay with the character, rather than running away and shooting arrows for an entire match. Now let's see what Bloops has to say.
I want to talk about this Link.
Let's not.
Oh, well, then I'm gonna talk about Mario! Since Smash 64, Mario's moveset has seemingly been sourced entirely from mainline titles. His standard attacks are practically ported from Super Mario 64, with all his specials coming from popular mainline titles. I mean, I'm not sure if the same goes for his up special, but it's not from Mario Pinball Land, that's for sure. I would love to add some variety to his moveset by adding a move from a spin-off title, and obviously there's a lot of spin-off titles to take from. But one place I take inspiration from in particular is Alpha Dream. The Mario and Luigi RPGs have a lot of material to put into a Smash moveset, but with the hammer being the most iconic, I believe that would make the best. Naturally, Mario's forward smash could be instead replaced with the hammer, but I would like to have bigger ambitions for this thing. To make it more than a simple alternative to a smash attack, I'd let it stun enemies like the hammer does in the Mario and Luigi series. I think an input command should be used to start the hammer animation from the source material. Of course, timing your input too early or too late would result in failure, which gives the hammer a balanced dynamic where high risk charge time is needed in return for a stunning reward. I mean, there's easier ways to get the same effect in the game already. But still, balance.
Since you talked about Mario, I want to talk about Luigi. So everyone knows about Luigi's Mansion. We have the good one, the other one, and the one that people seem to like, but isn't the same as the good one. Well, in all three, there comes the Suckinator 4000, the Poltergust. Specifically going off of Luigi's Mansion 1, Luigi gets 3 elements in the game: fire, water, and ice. What I want to see is for Luigi to use his Poltergust outside of his final smash and his throw. Let him use this command input to pull out the vacuum and shoot out one of the elements in order. Using it once will bring out fire, which shoots out a Bowser or Charizard style flame. Using it again will bring out a water spout, similar to Squirtle using water gun, and ice can shoot out a little mist that can freeze, which I was thinking a lesser version of the Abomasnow Pokemon Assist. It's not unusual for something to show up in a rotation format like this. We have it everywhere. Peach and Daisy pull out different moves each time they forward smash, Olimar has his Pikmin and the order he pulls them out in, and Pokemon Trainer changes characters in order. Having a callback to the original element medallions from the original game would be really cool, and would add some interesting moves to Luigi's tools. Honestly, I'd love to see something that isn't just mash the grab button and get 90 damage.
Subject A. Subject B. If anyone needs more variety in this game, it's you. He has the spin dash to represent the classic era of games, the homing attack to represent the Dreamcast and growing pain era of games, then he's not really got anything to represent the modern era. Give him the boost meter, it'd be simple enough, just cut it out from Generations and stick it over Smash. I think it would work fine to build up on a charge similar to how the Inklings charge their ink, shield and a special. It's not canonically correct, but he could use the light dash charge animation as a visual cue that the charge is working. When using the dash, it would knock opponents back a little. It's subtle, but it'd be a passive effect which he gains while running normally. That really shouldn't be too broken, considering he only really earned it from.
In Splatoon, there are tons of different weapons, bombs, clothes, and utilities. And in Smash, there's only one of each weapon, and whatever clothings that the developers gave the Inklings. I was thinking that there should be a way to swap out one of the weapons that Inkling has, and I was thinking that bombs would be the best choice for a more unique move. Inkling already has bombs.
Isn't that cheating?
No, this would still count within our rules as a new move because it is a new move, with a similar purpose on a different input. So let me finish. By using a command input, Inkling can pull out a rotation of bombs. Doing it once will pull out a suction bomb. Good for setup, as the bomb will stay in place and only take a moment to detonate. Doing it a second time will throw out a burst bomb, which is a quicker to detonate bomb with lesser damage. And finally, a third time will throw out a sprinkler, which will help cover more ink onto the stage and the other players, along with dealing minor ink damage. Having extra utilities will help Inkling have a much more tactical game plan and give them more variety rather than just throwing out bombs left and right.
Rosalina and Luma, these two have good careers, eh? Considering she's only properly appeared in one title. I think Nintendo like her a bit, and naturally that expands to Smash, where somehow she has a full moveset. Her existing moves are essentially made up for Smash, and while there's references here and there to Galaxy, I think she could do with more. Her moveset already uses a variety of Lumas, so to expand on this, my idea sees the Hungry Luma. In the original games he'd be hungry, you go get star bits, feed him, and boom, now man's a planet. To take loose inspiration from this, I think Rosalina should be able to place down a Hungry Luma in a single place, then let him explode to cause damage to players. I suppose it could be comparable to Snake's C4, only the Hungry Luma could be placed mid-air too. It would allow for a new form of stage control that, again, only really Snake sees, but Rosalina's interpretation of the move would act a lot faster and stand enough to be unique to offer a different experience, I feel. If you've played Slap City and this is reminding you of Princess Remedy's Down B, yeah, just imagine that basically.
One character that's been in need of some different moves is Kirby, and I've got just the one for him. I want to see Kirby have the roll from Dream Course. Using this command input, Kirby would be allowed to simply roll across the screen like a big pink ball, as if he isn't one already. It would function similarly to Jigglypuff's rollout, but instead of being a charged move, Kirby would just start rolling at a steady pace. and be a rolling hitbox. Is this move good? Probably not. Is this move fun? Absolutely. So why not slap it on? There's really not a lot more to say here. Pink ball. Start rolling. Those are just a few ideas for giving each character something extra on their kits. We want to hear your ideas down in the comments. And if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing to Bloops and myself.
Hey, it was great seeing you. I like to talk about silly Nintendo stuff if you're interested. I have videos about Electroplankton, Smash clones, and a variety of other things with a lot more on the way. I hope to see you later on.